Welcome to another episode of Baby Bounce Back. This is week 40 of fitness training. I did not work out on Monday because I spent all day rearranging my rooms like I've been talking about. Here it is, the finished product. See those black shelves over on the wall? Those were in the middle of my room barricading my baby from my fitness area. But he's a climber now, and they were no longer a safety barricade, they were a hazard. So I moved them over to the wall, and we moved a TV into that little space. The space is still pretty crowded, but at least now there's an open walkway between my sitting room and the fitness area, and the baby gets free reign of the whole room. We were all admiring the new setup while the baby was off playing with his glockenspiel. All of that to acknowledge that I admit this room is no longer a baby safe room because he has learned to climb. One of us needs to be watching over him at all times. It's just that age where you have to keep a constant watch on them because they're always into something. Rearranging the room has ensured that I will do that. They can still play in here. All of his toys are still in here and they still play together. But an adult or someone responsible needs to be sitting with him and making sure he doesn't get into the things he's not allowed to touch. Sounds like to me it's time to number train this baby. And if you're wondering what that is, I did a video on it in my parenting playlist. You are welcome to look that up if you're interested. I number train my babies for peace of mind and for their safety. My first workout out of the week was on Tuesday. Starting with rope get-ups. This is new. I have never done these with straight legs before. I've always kind of used the tabletop bent knee. The hardest thing about this though is using that nylon rope. It is hard on my hands. Here are my single unders. I believe that baby boy was downstairs playing with his brother in the basement. When the baby is in the basement, he stays in his playpen. There's too many other little things to get into. They had a good time playing down there. They do that all the time. And I was able to finish my workout today, which was nice. And on Wednesday, something amazing happened. I started playing Final Fantasy XIV. This is my bard. I don't usually play video games. That's my husband's realm of expertise. But if it wasn't for him, I would work all the time. So this is a new little experiment we're trying to see if mommy can play video games. So far, it is a beautiful game and I've been enjoying it very much. I honestly don't know when I'm going to find the time to play that game, but that's why we moved that television into my space. It's usually the sitting area is my space, and I don't usually allow televisions in my space. But we are trying something new to see how it goes, and maybe I'll like it. Who knows? These are hammer curls. There's a new movement for me as well, and the baby boy was with me today, tripping all over himself, but he was toddling around being adorable. I'm just keeping tabs on where he is so I don't accidentally bonk him with these dumbbells. But he seemed to be okay. Didn't have any problems, although he does tend to like to touch the TV. That's been an issue, but we just keep pulling him away, distracting him with other things. The most effective method that I've found for redirecting the baby's attention is the same one I showed you when he was touching the glass in the kitchen. Hold his arm or his leg, and you just say no every time they try to reach for the forbidden fruit. You just say no. And you're holding them still so they can't reach it. And then when they move any other direction, you let them go. And they'll go off and do something else because they've gotten tired of it. But it takes patience and consistency, and you actually have to believe that it'll work to try it. Most people don't bother trying it, but it works. And the babies, they'll all do it. You just hold them still. You don't hurt them. You don't have to smack them, but you should train your children. They're all born innocent. But none of them are born civilized or socialized. So if you want to have a civilized child, you do need to intervene on their behalf. We have rope get-ups again today. That's twice this week. The most I can do at one time is 3. I can do 3 of them because the rope starts to cut into my fingers and it starts to hurt my hands. But even that is an improvement. Onwards and upwards, slow, steady, consistent improvements in the right direction by making good choices every day. My back still gives me a lot of issues. It still has its good days and bad days. If you don't know, I have a spinal fracture, and that's what's made this latest pregnancy difficult. And so I was documenting my return to fitness after having my 4th child because of my spinal fracture, and it gave me an extra reason to do my workouts. I always feel better, and my back always feels better after my workouts are done. I live with chronic pain issues that if I allow it to deteriorate, they only get worse. So this fitness regime and this workout program that I do with my fitness trainer who helps me is what allows me to be able to move around and be the mom I want to be for my children. and it helps me be able to get up in the morning and do the homeschooling and do my workouts and make dinner and go to bed. That's pretty much my life. But I love them, and we have a lot of fun together, and it's great watching them be good to each other. And he's worth it. I didn't get sick during his pregnancy, and his labor was the quickest. But once he was born, my spine started sliding around, and that was not easy. Which is why my workouts are so important. They help to stabilize my spinal fracture, so it's not sliding around anymore. So if you learn nothing else from me, remember, if you have a body, fitness is for you.
Are you riding on Mommy's board? That's what Mommy does with that board. More. You want to go watch some signing time? Yeah, more. Good job, baby. More. Baby, are you saying bye? More? Okay, let's go.
Remember, keep moving.